Hey, this is Mrs. Sebastian, and we are going to be looking at slope on Study Island. So, which equation represents the line shown below in the graph? So, when I look at this one, the first thing I look for, I'm going to write our equation for a line up here. This B is my y-intercept. Okay, that's where it crosses this line. Okay, I notice that this one crosses at the origin, or 0, 0. So that would mean plus 0 here. X and Y always stay. The only thing that changes is M and B. The M is your slope. So I've got a point there. And now I'm going to look for another point where this line crosses the grid, so I can kind of tell exactly, hey, that point is 3, 2. Okay, so I want to get from the first point to the second point. So I'm going to change my color. And I'm going to start from this point, and I've got to rise before I run. So I'm going to rise 1, 2. Now I'm at the same level as my other one. So I rose 2. And now I'm going to run 1, 2, 3 spots. 1, 2, 3 spots until I'm at my point 3, 2. So I rise over run. So rise over run. That's how we're going to find the slope every time. Start with one point, go to another. It does not matter if I picked this one down here to go to this one. Okay, I would rise 1, 2, 3, 4. And I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 over 6 is the same as 2 over 3. So no matter what 2 points you pick on that line, the slope will always be the same. This one would be 2/3. So it would be 2/3 x plus 0. And if it's just plus 0, you won't always see it. And it will just say 2/3 x. Okay, which of the following graph represents the equation above? So the first thing I see is that it's got a plus 5. That means the y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis, is 5. So this one shows me it's 5. This one shows me it's 6. So that cannot be right. That's not an option. This one shows me it's 6. That's not an option. This one does show me it's 5. So I've still got x and z right now. Now I've got the slope. The slope is 5/6. So let's make sure that this first one has a slope of 5/6. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to run 3, 4, 5, 6. And I did end up back on my line. So -5 over -6 is 5/6. Remember also, if the graph goes up to the right, it is a positive slope. If it goes down to the right, like this bottom one down here does, that's a negative slope. But let's check the slope on this bottom one just to make sure. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -5. And I'm going to the right, so that's going to be a positive number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one would be -5 over 6. Because we're looking for the positive number up here in our question, our answer would be x. Okay, triangle LKJ is similar to TSR. which of the following statements is true? Okay, so the slope of KJ, oh, that's this one, is equal to the slope of RT. Well, no, one's horizontal and one is diagonal, so that's not it. Okay, let's look at the next one. The slope of JL, that'd be this one, is equal to the slope of SR. That's not true. This one's horizontal. This one's not. For C, JL and RT. So JL, RT. Yes, that one is our answer. So C is your answer here. Remember, any two triangles on the line, or any two points on the line, the slope between them is always the same. Okay, what is the equation of the line graphed below? So looking at this one is confusing, okay? But what I want you to know is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so the first thing is our y-intercept, the b, is at 0, 0. So we've just got y equals mx so far. Okay, I look at this point here, and I want to see how much we go up and over. So rise over run. So from y to y plus m, the only thing that changed is the m. When I go over, the only thing from x to x plus 1 that changes is a 1, because we add 1. So my slope is m over 1. Now, if I gave you 3 over 1, you tell me that's 3. If I gave you 7 over 1, you tell me that's 7. So m over 1 is just m. So that's why this one is y equals mx. So C. Okay, type the correct answer in each box. Use numerals instead of words. Okay, so this one says triangle ABC and LMN are similar and have the same orientation. The endpoints of the hypotenuse of the triangle are at 2, -2 and 8, -5. The hypotenuse of the triangle is of LMN is on the same line as the hypotenuse and is 1/3 the length of AC. Okay, so let's start by finding the slope of this line. So because they've already drawn a triangle, I can find the slope really easily. Okay, I'm going to find the length of both of the sides. So I'm going to start with the one that is going up and down, so A to B. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So this is -3. I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -3 over 6, this slope is -1/2. Okay, so I could put that here, -1/2. Now, I've got to find out what the y-intercept is. So I'm going to take this -1/2 and I'm going to continue this line. So -1, so I'm going to go up 1, and to keep it negative, I'm going to go 1, 2 to the left and put a line. And please forgive my drawing on this. Okay, 1, -1, -2. Okay. So this one, the y-intercept is right here at -1. Okay, and I'm going to continue drawing this till I run out of space over here. -1. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and I'm going to try my best to connect these dots. Wrong way. You get the idea. Okay, so our second question, remember the length of our other triangle that's at negative 6, 2, that's here. This is L, is 1/3 the length. So 1/3 the length, that means it's half the length. I'm sorry, 1/3 the length, sorry. So if this length is negative 3, then 1/3 of that is just 1. Okay, if this is 6, 1/3 of that is 2. So our second point right here is N. So I went down 1 over 2. So I just did 1/3 of the lengths that gave us this. So this would be at negative 4, positive 1. Okay. Which equation represents the line shown in the graph below? So I'm going to start with y equals mx plus b. The b is your y-intercept. The y-intercept here is at the origin, so that b is going to be a 0, which just makes it y equals mx. Okay, now I've got to find the slope. It looks like I've got 5 and 6 here, so I'm going to go up here and find another point where my line crosses exactly. It's here and here. So I can go 2 ways, but we'll try them both. Okay, I'm going to go down first. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got negative 5 over negative 6. I'm also going to do it this way. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 5 over negative 6 and positive 5 over positive 6 are the exact same thing. Okay, so we do end up. Which of the following equations represents a proportional relationship? Okay, a proportional relationship is one that goes through the origin, which means that you're only going to have a y equals mx relationship, okay, or equation. That means there's nothing added or subtracted. So this one is out because something's added. I also have to have an x, and I have to have a y. So B is missing a y, D is missing an x. So my answer is C. Okay, the slope of the line between the points negative 7, negative 3, and negative 4, 0 is equal to its slope between 0, 4, and 6, 10. Which of the following best describes triangle TUV and triangle XYZ? So the length of TU, that's here, is equal to XY. Not true. TU is only 3 units. XY is 6 units. Okay, TUV is similar to triangle XYZ. Yes, it is. Triangles on a line are always similar. They are not always congruent. Okay, and TV is equal to XZ. The length is not congruent, only the slope. Select the linear equation that represents a line that passes through the origin. Assume M does not equal 0 and B does not equal 0. So one that passes through the origin is y equals mx always. So y does not, or does equal mx. Okay, right triangle PQR is shown on the graph below. If the point x7 lies on the line that goes through the side of QR of the triangle, And then what would be the value of x? So the first thing I need to do is find the slope of this triangle. And so I'm going to go down 1, 2, so -2, and run 1, 2, 3. So the slope is -2, 3. So I'm going to start from R, and I'm going to keep going to the left. So I'm going to go up 2 and to the left 3, because that still keeps my slope negative. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. 2, 3. And I need to get to where my y value is 7. Well, this point is -3, 7. This one is 0, 5. But I'm looking for where my my y value is 7, which is here. So that would be -3, 7.